Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here at Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Labor's Local 663, Shelter Insurance Agent, Grant Baker in Aurora, Great Southern Bank, Doak Propane, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, and the Bank of Billings. Pleased to be joined now by Lamar Tiger head football coach Jared Beshore. And, Coach, doesn't get any more exciting than this. Two undefeated teams playing for a district championship at Fair Grove. Talk about this contest and how special it is coming up here this week.
It's going to be a real fun game. Obviously, Fair Grove's had a great season. They've been very dominant this year, and we've also had some success as well. So it's going to be fun to match up with them. Little fun fact, we got to meet up with them this summer and actually team camped against them. So we're very familiar with those guys. They're familiar with us. It should be a fun district title game.
Just a one-like opponent, in Mount Vernon, who, you guys have played during the regular season. Fair Grove played them in the districts. But if you look at just the postseason, this will be the fourth time you guys have met in the last 6 years in the postseason with Fair Grove. There's familiarity there, but I believe all of them have been at Lamar. But talk about that game being at home, here in Week 12.
It's. I think for both teams, it helps being on turf, in November. But for us, we're comfortable being home. Most teams are. You got all your stuff. You don't have to pack a trailer. There's no bus ride. Kids are kind of in that same routine. We've had a few home games here as of late, and so the routine's kind of set, and guys are comfortable. So it's important, but heck, last year I think we played. It felt like 6 out of our 9 regular season games on the road, and our guys were road warriors last year. So it doesn't matter too much for us. It's just kind of a comfort thing for our guys, and for us as a coaching staff, it don't make too much of a difference. We just want to put the ball down and play football.
Yeah. As you look at this Fair Grove team on film, what are maybe some concerns that you have, or you have to shut some guys down? What do they bring to the table that you guys are going to have to really deal with?
Offensively, they have many weapons. They have a good core group of receivers. They got a lot of athletes they like to get the ball to. Their quarterback is, who makes them go, and you don't have to look too far to figure that out. Good athletic kid that can throw the football and runs hard. And their offensive lines, I feel like underrated. They're a big group, and they do a lot of good things. So offensively, they're going to be tough to handle for our defense. For their defense, I feel like their defense is much improved that it has been in past years. I feel like they're comfortable in their scheme, and then just go out and they play ball. Which from my experience, when a defensive group is comfortable with their system and they can play fast, that's usually when they're at their best. So they're playing their best football right now. At the right time, and we hope to do the same. We're going to have our hands full, and we're going to come out and give them our best shot and hopefully come away with the victory.
Coming into this week, outside of just a long football season, bumps and bruises, things like that, are you relatively healthy going into this game outside of the folks that everybody knows is not going to play?
Yeah, we had a couple guys we lost early, in the season, about week 4, week 5, and they haven't been playing since. And we've been rolling with our core group since then, and for that core group, yeah, we are relatively healthy. You may see one of those guys come back this game, but it's that time of the year. Everyone's missing a guy, everyone's got nicks and bruises, and that's November. So.
Yeah, you look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. What is that? How's that going to affect the game at all? And maybe not at all.
It's going to be a little chilly, but I haven't looked at the wind or anything like that. I do know usually when the sun goes down, the wind usually isn't too much of a factor. If it's cold, it's cold. If it's windy, it's windy. It is what it is. That's November. You got to have your team ready to win in November. So I'm not looking for it to affect us too much. And we just want to play football.
You wake up Saturday morning, Lamar's defeated Fair Grove. What's the one stat that you might point at and say this is why we won this game, whether it be time possessions, penalties, turnovers? What are that 1 or 2 stats that you're really going to look at if you win?
It's definitely the turnover battle for us, and it always has been. If we can protect the football and we can take the football away from them, I like our chances. I really do. So, to me, that'll be the one that's determinant on where we stand as a football team after this football game. And if we can win that turnover battle, like I said, I like our chances.
You bet. Well, Coach, I certainly appreciate you being generous with your time here today, and best of luck, and hopefully we'll get to visit again next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, Guy.
You bet. Terry Beshore, Lamar Tigers head football coach here at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. Back after this.